another nail biter. Just really proud of the guys and the way they played. Able to get on the win side in this game. So we don't know how to take over games and win by a large margin. Hopefully we can fix that soon. But just glad we got the win. And there's some things obviously that we need to fix, and we gotta make some adjustments and get some things done quickly. But I'm glad we have an extra day to prepare for everything. So I'll take some questions.
So what's the mentality like? You're driving down, you're within field goal range, but you keep running it. I mean, you thinking touchdown, you thinking field goal, line it up. I mean, just kind of what's the process there?
I mean, we're thinking touchdown. I mean, it's just funny thing is I was thinking about a 2-point play to get ready for the end of that, so I can have the 2-point controversy continue every week. But no, I just. It was just weird, the whole chain of events, the way it happened. Defense. I get to give a lot of credit to Toledo. They did some great things offensively, and defensively we ran into a great offense, and they just seems like so many things went against us. Whenever we made mistakes, they capitalized on it, and that's a huge credit to the quarterback. I think he made some big time plays and some big time throws. So obviously. I'm glad that we had some time left, but it just seemed like it was a comfortable feeling that we had the ball with some time, and we've seen success throughout the whole season of being in that position. So that part, I mean, I'm glad we practice it all the time, but we probably need to practice being ahead by a lot of points sometime soon. So yeah, I'm just glad that the guys played their butts off, and really happy that they were able to get the win.
How comfortable were you with Rhett going out there? I mean, he kicked fine, but I mean, it's game winning. That's different pressure.
Well, I mean, I think it was rough for Rhett because in the first game he was mishitting the ball against Arizona, and we benched him and we put Jake out there. And to Rhett's credit, he kept working hard, and Ed Lamb stuck with him. And as we got closer to when Jake got hurt, I think we were able to just feel comfortable with Rhett. And I think having that adversity, behind him, I think he was able to overcome some stuff, and just glad that he made the kick. I have a bad angle and a bad view of everything, so I had to wait until I made sure that the referee put his hands up for it to go to say that was good. But I was just really proud of him making that kick, and proud of Foley for the snap and Juergens for the hold.
How much did the way last week's game end, did that affect your play calling going into that final drive this week?
Gosh, it seemed like it was so long ago, thinking about that game. But no, it just, it didn't really. I mean, I guess going into the game, because we just, before we were trying to score a touchdown, and I think we're a little bit more conservative this time, running the ball and utilizing the time and trying to get the ball in the right position for our kicker to feel comfortable. I think that, Jamal got us here, so we just felt like it was just smart to just keep putting it on his shoulders, and that he'd get us set up right. So it was a long minute for me to go through that whole thing, and I'm just glad that we won.
Can you speak to Jamal's performance, and how have you ever seen a running back just dominate like he did tonight?
No, I mean, I remember being a fan and watching Marshall Faulk do the same type of thing, and it was the same kind of game, when I was a kid watching BYU play, and it was one of those moments in history where you're really proud to be able to witness it. But probably not the best game film to watch for defense. But just glad that our guys stuck with it. I mean, I just think that there was a bunch of crazy things that happened in that whole deal with them, even on the 2-point conversion, which I thought was a great call on their part, going for 2. But they fumbled the snap, picked it up, and threw it up and converted it. And it just seemed like, oh my goodness, But the time that was left, our guys were able to march down and get the win. So I'm glad that there was a little bit more time left for us to execute the offense.
Jamal broke a 54-year-old record, single game rushing record. I mean, it was one of those nights where it was just like, we're just going to keep giving him the ball because he's just tearing it up.
Yeah, and we utilized a bunch of different personnel sets. Our receivers blocked really well downfield, and that, I mean, it's hard when you break big runs like that and score on them. That's usually because the receivers are doing well downfield. The tight ends blocked well. I mean, the fullbacks blocked well. I think Algie and Braden did a great job blocking downfield for them, and you have to give a lot of credit to the O-line. I thought they were just really monstrous on the field, and that's what we worked hard for all year long. the offseason, trying to get them bigger and stronger, and it just felt good that they were able to, dominate the line of scrimmage. And then, you let Jamal and Squally run the ball a little bit, and they both had success. And then obviously we're really proud of Jamal. And, his history, his career has been unbelievable here at BYU, and I'm glad he was able to get that game.
Do you feel that your offense has finally found an identity in utilizing Jamal in the run game?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, in the Utah game was a little bit different because he was a little banged up, but I also think that we got to be. I was really happy with the way Squally played, and then able to use so many different receivers. We threw the ball to the fullbacks and the tight ends, and we spread it around pretty good. I don't know if we did that earlier in the season, but I think it's all starting to click now for Taysom, and he's able to get the ball dished out a little bit more. In the first half, we struggled a little bit. But I thought the being able to establish the run game helps everything else work out for us. So, I'm just really proud of the way the guys played, and really happy that the offense is clicking like it is. I mean, we'll win a lot of games if we can score 50 points.
Missing Butch Powell tonight, how big of a loss was he? How did you think Pulsford filled in for him?
I thought Pulsford did a great job. Obviously, he's a little bit raw and doesn't have as much experience as Butch, especially the first 4 games. And I thought he came in, did some great things. I think that there's some things that he needs to work on as well. But really proud of. He didn't really cost us too much. There was a couple times they threw the check down, and he should have been there a little earlier. But it'll be a lot easier for us to fix and make corrections with a win. I think our guys are just getting a little down because it's hard to always make corrections when you're dealing with a loss, and hopefully now we can, capitalize on winning, getting a win and be able to make a lot of corrections and demanding our guys to do more. So, I think Adam did a great job.
Is it a longer-term deal with Butch? Do you have any time frame on when he'll return?
Well, you ask Butch, he was ready to go tonight, but we have to be smart with him. I think that there's other guys that we've had that we kind of pushed it along, Troy Warner being one that I think that we brought him back a little bit too early, and it ended up costing us. We could have used him in the game tonight. So I thought Diane Lake did a great job coming in at corner, and obviously Chris Wilcox was baptized to college football a little bit tonight, and he's going to be a great one. And tonight was just a rough one for him, but overall, those guys in this defense we have to rely on our corners and our safeties to play some tough coverages, and I thought the D-line was a little bit more disruptive, but not as clean as we need defensively. If we're going to win more games, we got to be a lot cleaner and demand our guys to be a more assignment sound and technique sound, and especially at the line of scrimmage.
Travis came in and made some plays for you.
Yeah.
How's his progression coming along?
Going really well. Same thing. It's when guys want to go all the time and we have to hold them back. It's really nice to be in that position, but it's also really hard not to just throw him in there every play. But I think that we have to really be smart with him and his recovery and the progress that he's making. I think he got more reps this game than he did last week, and that's probably what we want to go with. And he'll have an extra day to recover and relax. So, it's really good to have him back in the game, but and on the field. But we lost some guys, and that's just part of football. And it's always good to have a guy like Travis come back, especially when you lose a guy that's so dynamic like Butch Powell.
The defense had played so well, and the last 2 games they've been going up against some good offenses. What do you have to do to keep them on the right track after a couple real tough games for the defense as a whole? Yeah,
I got to keep them motivated and keep them working hard. You can't really do a lot about the if you look at it the scheme wise, we just need to minimize the big gains and big plays that people are making on us, but we got to tackle better. There's a lot of different things that we can work on. We just can't give up that many points and give up that many big plays. But you have to give a lot of credit to the guys that we've gone against, and especially the last 2 games, West Virginia and Toledo. They're really dynamic offenses and explosive, but we really didn't help ourselves with some of the mistakes that we made defensively. But I'm just glad the guys were able to battle it out. The effort's there. We just got to play smarter as a defense, and I think you'll get the results that we had earlier in the year.
Any other questions?
I want to make sure that we save time for Jamal and his special moment. So, thanks, guys.